The topic of this video is how to beat the know-it-all defense attorney. And what happens in litigation is that when you have a defendant, they will lay out 27 affirmative defenses and come up with a list of multiple things your client did wrong, which prevents the client from recovering. But the problem with that is that as you get to trial, as you start making accusations against the plaintiff that you can't back up, it hurts rather than helps your case. And I wanted to illustrate this with a case I had for elder discrimination, which resulted in a jury verdict and punitive damages. And what happened was the labor lawyer on the other side came in with the kitchen sink of all the reasons that my client could not recover. And we had very methodically asked contention interrogatories and other forms of interrogatories to smoke them out and make sure we knew what my client supposedly hadn't done. And obviously, in a cut and paste, because this is what the defense attorney did every time, they had the whole list of, blame it on the plaintiff. And one of the items that the kitchen sink defense attorney had put in was that my client did not follow the procedures in place at the employer in order to protest his treatment. So the first thing that you do is when you get interrogatory answers in, you bring the clients in and you carefully go over every answer and identify the lies, and you circle them in red pen. And then with everyone that's circled and numbered, you go over how you prove that it's false. And in this particular case, this was an individual who sold RVs, and the owner was, the manager. And so with each of the witnesses that had worked there, I would ask, well, if you didn't like your bonus, or you didn't really like the way you were being treated, what procedures, if any, were in place? And you would go talk to the boss, and then the boss would make a decision. And so we get to jury, and I put up the boss that had terminated this elderly salesperson, and I said, well, what exactly were the policies and procedures in place that my client should have used to complain about his firing or his treatment? And he said, well, there are no policies or procedures. You just come and talk to me, and then I make a decision. I said, well, that's funny. I'd like you to come take a look at this interrogatory answer. Is that your signature on the verification? Yes. Does the interrogatory answer say he didn't follow the policies and procedures? Yes. Okay, could you please articulate to the jury which policy and procedure he didn't follow? And he said, well, there were none for him to follow. And the judge was rolling his eyes and whatever, and it absolutely floored the jury that could tell that he was making things up. And a lot of times people get stressed out when they see defendants laying out the kitchen sink reasons that the plaintiffs can't recover. But as a smart plaintiff and as a smart plaintiff's attorney, you want to use the kitchen sink against the defendant.